Hey guys, so welcome in. Welcome back today for another Soulwork Sunday read. If you guys are new here, this is the Soul Room 111, and my name is Trishelle. Welcome in. First thing out today is going to be the Nine of Swords. So this week, or currently, you might be experiencing some kind of anxiety. You might have some worries coming in. Judgment came out in reverse. There could be something here that you're denying. Maybe there's some kind of change that has to happen that you don't want to make, or there's some kind of self-doubt that you're having and it's causing some kind of worry. What else is here? Cards are jumpy, so you might be a little bit restless this week. The World is coming out in reverse. Okay, so something that feels like it's unfinished. The Empress. So this could be you, this could be somebody you're dealing with, this could be the embodiment, or this could be the actual person. Like this could be a wife, a boss. King of Swords is coming out. And Nine of Pentacles. So maybe you are stepping into your Empress energy. Maybe you're feeling really self-sufficient and your stability is really good. And the King of Swords is coming out. So this could be somebody that you're dealing with. This could be you. You're being honest with yourself. You're being honest with others. Somebody's being honest with you. Something with the King of Swords. Let's see why the King of Swords is here. The Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so maybe you're dealing with a King of Swords, and this is somebody maybe that you have a family with, or this could be somebody that you want to build with, or this could be a boss, because the Ten of Pentacles can be an establishment. Okay. So the Ace of Swords, so some kind of truth and clarity is coming out. This could be some kind of new idea that you're having, or this could just be a breakthrough moment, but there's some kind of realization, some kind of truth. What else do we need to know? Yeah, Seven of Swords wanted to come out. So there's been some kind of dishonesty, or there's some kind of strategy. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Oh, the Wheel. Okay. So maybe it's divinely timed, whatever this is. The Four of Swords. So maybe you've been in a period of rest, or this has been on pause. This person coming towards you, or this is a work situation. Maybe it's been on pause. The Magician in reverse. So maybe there's been, again, self-doubt. That's the second card we got, self-doubt, or this could be some kind of deception. Deception's out here twice. Self-doubt's out here twice. Maybe it was some kind of deception to make you doubt yourself, because we do have the Nine of Pentacles out here. Let's see. So the Hermit and the Nine of Cups. Okay. So maybe you're realizing what's actually important to you, what you're actually wanting. Yeah. The Knight of Pentacles came out. So maybe you realize that you're wanting somebody who's stable and hardworking, and they offer that stability. Reliable. Somebody who's reliable. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. Maybe in the past you've dealt with codependency, or you've even, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse can be a neglectful energy also. So maybe you felt neglected in past relationships, and this time you're realizing that you are wanting this Nine of Cups. You're wanting somebody who's reliable and stable. If this is a work situation and not a love situation, you're a hard worker yourself, and you're realizing that you are wanting to be recognized for being a hard worker. Or your boss is seeing you as a hard worker. Four of Wands. Yeah. So this can definitely be a work situation that you're wanting a stable and reliable work situation with balance. And if this is a love situation, you're calling in this reliable, stable person. There's the Chariot. So this is moving fast. And the Two of Pentacles is here in reverse. So, maybe there's been an imbalance somewhere, whether it's with finances or whether it's been with focus. There's been some kind of imbalance somewhere. And the Hierophant's in reverse. So maybe maybe it's been delayed. Maybe there's some kind of non-traditional element to this, whether it's being an entrepreneur, because we do have the Nine of Pentacles here, or whether this is a cultural issue, differences in culture. You can have that too. The Five of Cups came out in reverse, and the Six of Wands. Yeah. So this can be acceptance and, moving on, but this is also leading to victory and recognition. So balance is coming to this situation, and there was a lot of conflict. There might even be a lot of competition. This could be talking about a promotion also. If this is a work situation, maybe you're getting looked at for being a hard worker with the Knight of Pentacles, and a promotion is coming in for you. That's bringing balance, and the Six of Wands energy, which is recognition. So this could definitely be bringing instability to you. And if this is a love situation, this is somebody coming in who wants recognition. They want to win, and maybe they had some personal growth. There might have been some kind of conflict also. The Queen of Cups. Yeah. This is you being open to receive. The Queen of Cups is the queen who is open to receiving. So you're open to receiving whatever this is. Being emotionally available. What else? What else do we need to know? This is the Seven of Wands in reverse. So, maybe you felt like giving up, or maybe you had to surrender to this situation and just let it be. Whatever is going to happen is going to happen. And there's the Four of Pentacles. So this is something holding on really tightly. Maybe you're holding on really tightly to finances, or holding on tightly to an idea, and you had to give that up with the Seven of Wands here. Maybe with the Hierophant being in reverse, you were holding on so tightly to your independence because the Nine of Pentacles is here. So if this does have to do with some kind of love situation, maybe you were just holding on really tightly to your independence and not wanting to have that commitment to another person. And the Queen of Cups says that you're open to receive now. And the Seven of Wands says, you're giving up the fight, basically. Giving up. Surrendering. What else? The Six of Swords. Yep. So walking away from conflict. So this is also a card of personal growth. So maybe you're currently having a glow up, or you're currently going through some kind of personal success. Maybe you're financially becoming a little bit more self-sufficient, a little bit more independent. Eight of Wands is in reverse. So whatever this is, it's been delayed. If this is a love situation, there's been some kind of miscommunication. If this is, like I said, a promotion, there's been some kind of delay with this. And it's because you had to go through this transition and this personal growth. and surrender to holding on so tightly to whatever, it's an ideal or money, whatever it is. Take it how it resonates. Yeah, because there's the Ace of Cups in reverse. So it's been sitting there. It's been waiting. You know, this isn't a missed opportunity. I was going to say an emotional opportunity. So maybe this does have to do with a love situation specifically. What else do we need to know? All right, let me grab another deck here. Why has this been delayed? Why is the Eight of Wands here? So the Devil's in reverse. So maybe you had to give up some kind of toxicity, and the Knight of Swords is here. So maybe if the King of Swords showed up, so either this is somebody coming towards you with honesty, or this is you being honest with yourself. Because the Knight of Swords is here too, so that's somebody who rushes fast forward with the truth, some kind of clarity. So you might have had to give up some kind of toxicity, or the person that you're dealing with, this King of Swords, might have had to give up some kind of toxicity. The Two of Pentacles came out in reverse again. So definitely there was some kind of lack of focus, some kind of imbalance, some kind of, maybe it was financial instability in general. Maybe they were feeling that. Maybe you were feeling that. Who is this Knight of Swords? Is this a collective? Okay, so the King of Pentacles came out. So this is somebody that you're dealing with. And the Three of Wands came out. So this is somebody that you're dealing with romantically. So this is why it's been delayed, because there's been some kind of lack of priorities, lack of focus, financial instability, some kind of toxicity they had to give up. What's the Devil in reverse? Five of Wands. Some kind of conflict. Or personal growth. Two of Cups in reverse. So maybe this is past conflict they've had in a past love situation that they had to get over. Nine of Cups wanted to come out in reverse. So I'm assuming this is past. Is this past energy? Or is this current energy? Past or current? Two of Cups. The Ten of Wands in reverse. So this is a burden that they're letting go of. So this is past energy that they were holding on to. Whoa. Did you see that? So the Page of Wands is in reverse. And the Ten of Pentacles came out again. Okay. This is some kind of new beginning that they wanted. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here? The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. This is somebody that wanted to give to you and invest in you. But the Page of Wands is in reverse. So it was delayed because of this past conflict. They had to get over, they had to heal from this past conflict so that they can move forward with the Empress. Because the Empress is out here. Clarify the King of Swords. Well, that was rude. Hang on. Okay. Clarify the King of Swords. The Three of Pentacles. Five of Cups in reverse. Knight of Cups, Two of Swords in reverse, Four of Wands, and King of Cups in reverse. So the Three of Pentacles is clarifying collaboration. This could also be coworker energy. Somebody that wanted to work with you, collaborate with you. The Five of Cups in reverse is moving on from a collaboration. The Knight of Cups is romantic energy. So this is somebody with romantic feelings. The Two of Swords in reverse is somebody who's made a decision. The Four of Wands came out again, second time in this reading. Somebody that wants to offer stability. And the King of Cups is in reverse. So maybe judgment. Okay. So the Lovers is on the bottom. The Eight of Wands is on the bottom. Hierophant is in reverse. Four of Cups is in reverse. The Ace of Pentacles. Okay. There's the King of Wands. Shoot. Page of Pentacles is next. Okay. So the Eight of Swords is in reverse. Somebody who's breaking free. Okay. There's the Tower. So what it looks like the wake-up call is, or the truth, the honesty is that they realize that they were holding back, because the King of Cups is here in reverse. So they were withholding their emotions. And that's what they're realizing. Because they do have emotions with the Knight of Cups, but the King of Cups is in reverse, so they're holding it back. And so they're realizing that. And now they're wanting to have a collaboration. Three of Wands. They want to have some kind of partnership. And this could be a King of Pentacles that you're dealing with. This could be an earth sign. King of Swords also came out. So it could be an air sign. King of Cups is out here. This could be a water sign. Okay, so what's next? What's the outcome? What's next? There's the Queen of Pentacles. The King of Swords came out again. The Five of Swords. Three of Swords. Seven of Swords is in reverse. Seven of Cups is in reverse. The Magician's still in reverse, okay? But the Ace of Swords also came out. So this is somebody that wants to come forward to you with some truth, because the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords is here in the outcome. So this is somebody that wants to bring you the truth, and they realize that they've been holding back. The Magician is here, so maybe they were even like trying to be a little deceptive towards you. They've realized that. Seven of Cups is here in reverse, so if they had other options, they want to get rid of that. They aren't looking at other options. This isn't fantasy. This isn't their imagination. The Seven of Swords is here in reverse, so they want to be honest about the situation. Honesty came out 3 times in the outcome. Okay, so they want to be honest. Three of Swords is here, so maybe they're a little heartbroken about the situation. Maybe they're feeling like they missed out on this situation. The King of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. So it looks like they're viewing you as the Queen of Pentacles, or maybe they were previously dealing with the Queen of Pentacles and they want to tell you about that situation. But this is somebody that wants to come forward with the truth. And the Queen of Pentacles can also be something stable. Maybe they want to offer something stable, or maybe they just want to give you the truth. What's the advice? So Temperance came out in reverse. So the situation is still off balance. Healing needs to be brought to the situation. It needs to be put back into balance. Six of Pentacles is in reverse. So it's out of balance because there wasn't an equal give and take. Maybe one person felt like they were giving more than the other person. Clarify the Six of Pentacles. Who is this Nine of Cups in reverse? Okay, who is feeling like they gave more? Who's feeling like they gave more? The Moon in reversed. Okay, so some kind of illusion. Is this past energy or is this current energy? Did this already happen? The Empress in reverse. So this is coming from your person. Your person didn't feel like there was equal give and take. Maybe they felt like you weren't giving to them because the Empress is here in reverse. So maybe they felt like you were cold towards them, or you just weren't giving to them as much, or whatever. But the Moon is here to say this is some kind of illusion. Maybe it was something that they were just believing and they didn't really get the clarity that they needed, because the Nine of Cups is here in reverse. So this is something that they wanted, but they held back because maybe they felt like you weren't giving to them. Interesting. Interesting. What else? What else do we need to know? Yeah, so this is just more about honesty, wake-up call. Page of Swords is out here, right? So they want to be honest with you. There might have been some gossip even going on. Judgment's in reverse. Ace of Pentacles wanted to come out. The Hierophant came out in reverse again, and the Lovers came out again. So they definitely want to move this relationship forward. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You know, maybe they realize they haven't been investing in this, and they should have, because the Lovers is here. The Queen of Cups is in reverse. Yeah, so I'm guessing that they felt like you weren't giving to them, and they felt like they were giving to you. Okay. So Temperance is here, so balance is coming. This connection will be balanced out. They're coming in with the truth. They're coming in with clarity. That's all here. What else do we need to know? So this is talking about community and sensuality. The Mandrake root. Passion flower is talking about surrender. And you have sage here, which is blessing. So this is a blessing, and surrender is here. So, you know, surrender is out here multiple times, surrendering to this situation, to just let it happen as it's going to happen. A blessing's coming in. The Nine of Cups is here, so your wish fulfillment's coming. Community and sensuality is here. You know, maybe you're drawing in a new sense of community. Stillness wanted to come out with skull cap, so that goes along with surrender, being still. Let me grab, gotta grab my soul work deck. This is a soul work reading, right? What do we need to know today? Laughter is medicine. It's a great one. Great one. a new path. Okay, so maybe that goes along with community. Maybe there's some kind of new community coming in for you. That said self-care. Okay, so keep focusing on you. While this is coming in, keep focusing on you, giving to yourself, focusing on your Nine of Pentacles. Trust your emotions. Feelings are sacred messages. And then that said completion. The cycle is closing. Okay, so this is coming to an end. Whatever is happening here. I got a new oracle deck, so okay. Intuition, these cards are pretty. Intuition and subconscious. And this is the moon. This is talking about the moon, right? The moon came out. The moon's light takes you into the subconscious. Today, intuition will be your best guide. Let go of rational thinking and listen to your inner voice. Allow yourself to find direction in the fog and follow the hidden wisdom. That is, I feel like that goes along with the saying, walk by faith. When you can't see what's in front of you, you can't see what the outcome is, walk by faith. I feel like that is the overall energy for the day. Yeah. I got one more oracle deck. Receipts. Evidence, guilty as charged, exposed. So maybe there was some gossip going on, you know? Too many. My boo wanted to come out. Heart to heart, lust, sipping, penny pinching. Okay, so financial instability did come out, so maybe they're trying to get their finances up. Kinky ways came out, and spilling the beans, right? Revealing secrets, cats out of the bag. That definitely goes along with what we have here. I don't know. I don't know about receipts. You know, we did get the Page of Swords, so maybe there was some gossip going on, or maybe people were just like telling him, you know, like, hey, she's not that into you, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Okay. This card says lipstick evidence. So maybe somebody was caught cheating, or there was some, maybe that's what the gossip was about, was cheating. Love bombing came out, and dirty money came out. So rebounds on the bottom. My boo's out on the bottom, right? Graduation day, hey. Lessons learned, and receipts again. So maybe there was definitely some gossip going on. Okay. Let me pull one more here. What do we need to know? Okay, the Time Master. So the wheel definitely came out in this reading. So maybe this is something divinely timed. 57 is the number. The smoky mirror wanted to come out. So I feel like that goes along with the fog from the first one. This is something that you can't see, or maybe you didn't see it coming, or you don't know what's going to happen. The number here is 47, so sevens could be significant. That breaks down to a 3. 57 breaks down to a 2. That's consecutive. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there, guys. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I will see you next Sunday for another Soul Work Sunday. See you guys.